Hello friends, welcome. So today I was inspired by a few items that I recently picked up at the thrift store. It's mainly this wallpaper here. I'm going to be using a few of these items, some distress ink, scissors, and some glue to make some journaling cards. You may have seen me make some journaling cards similar to this in a previous video, but I think I might have decoupaged. This one I'm going to be using this wallpaper, and it's all kind of like kitchen themed or like food themed, so it really reminded me of like for recipe journals. Or really you can just stick these in any kind of journal. Honestly, I think these will look really nice in my floral theme journal as well, since the backgrounds of these wallpapers are floral theme. So I'm just going to be using this glue stick here, as you see, to kind of glue it onto the base of a manila folder that I also picked up at the thrift store. And yeah, I already cut out the pieces, as you can see from the wallpaper here. And I'm going to be cutting these out and then sewing around them with this little mini handheld sewing machine that I also found at the thrift store, which was really a neat find. And I normally use my bigger machine to sew, but I wanted to test this machine out. I already like made another video on it as well, but I'm not sure if I put that video up yet. Might still be working on editing it. This video might come up before that one, but I'm gonna be showing it to you here. I'm just showing you the glue that I'm using. It says it's a strong blonde, and it's supposed to be extra strength, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm gonna be sewing around it. So I think for the wallpaper, it's really working nicely. It's staying really glued on there nicely. I'm applying a really generous amount of it as well, so it's working pretty nice. And yeah, I'm just gonna be gluing all of these onto these manila folders and then cutting them out and trying out the sewing machine again. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it, but I guess I'll give you like a little review on my thoughts of this little handheld sewing machine if anyone's thinking about getting one. And yeah, it's basically a battery operated mini craft machine. So it says I think it's from So Crafty. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it, and then I ended up leaving the thrift store, and then the next day I went back because I kind of regretted not getting it. So yeah, I felt like I had to get it. And yeah, this project was really inspired by the wallpaper that I found, and immediately when I seen the wallpaper, I just love the texture and the way it feels. It's a really nice texture to the front of it, so it already gives like a really different feel. And yeah, I think I love the different textures in your journals, and just having different materials, different textures, really fun to play around with. And wallpaper is just one of those. If you find some wallpaper at the thrift store or anywhere really, I think some people have said they found some at like craft stores or hardware stores. Yeah, that might be a good place to check. But I was so lucky to find this one, and when I seen it, it was like a huge roll, and I thought, how fun would this be to like cut this up. At first I was originally thinking of making it into a journal itself, like a cover, for the cover of the journal, but then I initially, once I seen the patterns and the way they were, I was like, this would be great to cut up into like little journaling cards as well. So yeah, you may see a future video of me making this into like maybe a mini journal or whatnot, but for now I'm making the journaling cards, and I think these are really fun to make and very easy, and like and it doesn't take so much to do this. So if you're in like a rut or anything like that, or in a creative um in a creative funk, and I think this was a great project to start off with. Just pick different things that you have there lying around, maybe some images or printables, and you can add them to any piece of cardstock or manila folder and make them into journaling cards. And so now I'm just inking up the edges, giving them a little more distress around the edges. This is the gathered twigs that I'm using here. I really like the way this color looked with the wallpaper. And yeah, I'm doing it on both sides, the front and the back, to give it that extra vintagey, distressed look. I really like the way that turns out. And so now they're all cut up, I'm gonna take this little mini sewing machine that I told you about. It's so cute, and yeah, I had to get it. So I am gonna play around with this a little bit. It doesn't do the best job at sewing here. Also, when I got it, it wasn't working right away. I had to adjust a few things, and then also there was some corrosion in the battery area where the batteries go, and I cleaned all the gunk out, and I finally got it to work. It wasn't starting up, so I was kind of like, oh no, it wasn't working. Yeah, I thought it didn't work, and I was able to clean that out and got it to work, so that was good. I played around with it on another cardstock, and it worked really nicely, but today when I used it on this project, it was like coming out really wonky. I think I didn't have the tension in correctly. I'm trying to play with that little tension knob there, as you can see, and yeah, trying to figure out what's going on, because it wasn't really just coming out the best. So definitely have to play around with the tension, and trying to get it to work better. But for some reason it wasn't really working the best for me in this specific video, so I just played around with it again. Just wanted to do like a quick little demo and kind of show how it all came out. A little wonky, as you can see the back, this is the way it looks. And yeah, what I like is that you don't have to do like a bobbin thread. It's all just one thread on the top, so real simple. The rest I ended up taking to my sewing machine downstairs, my bigger one that I showed you. So I did a zigzag stitch. I also added some fibers to the top of some of them. A little tab here I thought matched really well, and I did some zigzag stitch around it, as you can see there. I did a little ruffle here with some of that silky fabric, and yeah, just played around with different kind of stitches, and it was a lot faster, that machine, to do all of these. So that's why I ended up just like giving up on the little mini handheld. I think it's really good for like quick little things you need to sew, like a little tag or anything like that. But since I was doing so many of these, and also I wanted a different kind of stitch, as you can see here, I also added some yellow to it. So this is some yellow thread that I used on those. And yeah, different kind of style stitching. Some I did like straight lines, some zigzag, and just like played around with it. And now I took out a few of my stamps, so like any kind of food stamps. I thought I had like a specific recipe stamp, but I couldn't find it. So for now I'm just gonna be using like this bread, and then I just had like some gingerbread ones there, and a few different stamps that I had there. So I'm just gonna be putting that in the back here to give it a little cute design in the back. You can also add some lines. I was gonna do that, so like you can make these into like little recipe cards or journaling cards or whatever really you want to turn them into. So the lines can be made easily with like a ruler or whatever, and just straight lines. But yeah, I don't end up doing that specifically in this video, just end up adding some detailing with the stamps. And yeah, there's still so much more things you can do with this as well. I think this one said like cookies and treats. It's like the picture in the front had cookies on it. So I got that from the little gingerbread stamp set there. And you can see there's cookie pies, cakes, and treats. And yeah, I was just using whatever I had. This one I think says fresh, baked fresh or made fresh daily. And I did put in like a little bread stamp there as well. I used these little decorative corners. And yeah, just play around with it. I think it's really fun. You can just take out whatever you have to work with. And then some of them I did leave the little tab on top. I think that'll be cute to like kind of write, what kind of recipe it is or whatever you want to put up there. I think it'll look really nice. So yeah, I really had a lot of fun with this project. Again, I need to play around with that sewing machine, the handheld. I don't think it's good for like a lot of big ones because it does take a lot longer. It's a slow, machine, but it's very accessible and easy to use for beginners and anyone who's looking for something really simple and something that you can travel with and take around with you. I think that sewing machine is most ideal for that. So I was really excited to find that. And yeah, I think it was a great price for such a little tiny machine that you can just take around with you. Yeah, I really like it, so I don't regret that purchase at all. And this was really fun. So I did take out some eyelets. I figured I can add a few here as well, to add maybe some charms, or you can add some twine to it as well. I think the twine will look really cute. I did have some twine there and I don't know why I didn't add it, but yeah, I think that'll look really cute on there. So I'm just adding a few eyelets and then some foodie charms that I had on the side there from another project that I was working on. Hopefully I'll be putting that video out sometime this week as well. But yeah, it's just projects that maybe I've showed similar things before, but yeah, everything's always different, when using different products and have a different result. So it's just fun to share. And yeah, hopefully you guys craft along with me and comment below any videos you would like to see or anything you're interested in viewing. Let me know below in the comments. I did have some request videos I am working on, so please bear with me. I'm getting to those as well. And yeah, so again, I was just picking out like, little foodie charms that I seen here. I just picked out a little heart. There was some grapes and a few other things. I think maybe a little apple. And so I just used a few of those. And yeah, this was really fun, like really easy project to do. If you don't have a sewing machine or you don't know how to sew, you don't have to use that. Just use a really strong glue. Maybe not the glue that I used, maybe a stronger glue to make sure that it adheres nicely and won't come off. But yeah, that glue I did use, it said it was like a really strong bond and it's permanent, but you never know with the stick glues. I'm always worried about those. But yeah, these came out so cute and I had so much fun making these. I may put these in like a recipe journal or just stick like little recipes on there and just stick them in different journals. I am doing like this gardening theme journal set, so I'm probably gonna put a few of these in there and maybe add some recipes to it in the back here. And yeah, lots and lots of fun. So many ideas that you can do with this. I hope you were inspired and get a bunch of ideas as well from this, and just have fun creating. And if you enjoyed and liked this video, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notifications, as well as little bell notification to get notified whenever I release another video. Thank you all again for watching. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate the feedback. And yeah, the likes just help me know that you really enjoyed it, and then it also does push out the video to more people, so I really do appreciate that. Also, with this little fabric tag, you can also add a little bow pin to that, a little um, bead or whatever, you know, a few beads or whatever you have handy. Um, there's so many different things that you can do with this. I love the way this all turned out. And all the links will be in the description box below if you're looking for anything similar. Of course, the items that I got at the thrift store I wouldn't be able to link below, but the other items that I did use in this video will be below. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you later in another video. Bye.